Hello Year 4, welcome to my first ever video broadcast. Today we're going to be looking at solids, liquids or gases, which is part of this term's inquiry about where does our water come from. So our walk for this session is to be able to sort and describe materials. So at the end of it you should be able to say whether a material is a solid, a liquid or a gas, and describe some of the properties of solids, liquids and gases. Have a look at this picture. All these items at the bottom are solids. What do they have in common? Pause the video while you have a little think. When you're ready, restart it. So, materials in a solid state keep their shape unless a force is applied to them. Solids can be cut, squashed or twisted. They will not change shape on their own. Solid materials always take up the same amount of space. They do not spread out or flow. Solids do not have to be hard. They can be squashy and they can be soft. So what about liquids? Again, have a look at the picture at the bottom. Pause the video while you think about what they have in common. Materials in a liquid state will always take the shape of the container that they are put in. And although they can change shape, they don't change their volume. So you've always got the same amount of liquid, no matter what shape the container is making it take. Liquids will always be pulled down to the bottom of a container by gravity. And liquids can flow or be poured. On to gases. Again, pause the video while you have a look at the pictures at the bottom and have a think about what gases have in common. Gases will spread out to completely fill the container or the room that they are in. They have weight. It might not seem like it, but all gases have a weight. They can be squashed and they don't keep their shape. A bit like a liquid, they'll take the shape of the container that they're kept in, but if they're not in a container they will spread out. Here's three types of state: solid, liquid and gas, with some properties. Have a look at them and decide which property belongs with which state. Pause the video while you have a think, jot them down on a piece of paper, and when you're ready we'll have a look at what belongs under which state. There they are. How many of them did you get right? Can you see where you've gone wrong if you put any in the wrong column? Now, the differences between solids, liquids and gases come down to knowing what they're made of. Scientists have found out that all materials are made of very tiny particles. These particles are so small that we can't see them with our eyes or even with a microscope. The position and the behaviour of the particles is different in solids, liquids and gases. Here's a little video clip which will explain the difference between them.
Most gases are colourless, but not all. In this very cold sealed tube is a solid called bromine. As it warms up, it melts and becomes bromine liquid. As it gets warmer still, the liquid evaporates and forms brown bromine gas. The same stuff, bromine, in different forms. Matter, the stuff that everything is made up of many tiny particles. The behaviour of these particles is what makes a substance a solid, a liquid, or a gas. In a solid, the particles are packed closely together in a rigid structure, vibrating about fixed points, but unable to move around. In a liquid, the particles can move around each other, so the liquid has no fixed shape, but they are still very close together. But in a gas, the particles are spread far apart, moving around rapidly and randomly to fill the entire space.
So, the difference between solids, liquids and gases. And here's another short film which has different solids, liquids and gases. Can you see what materials you can spot and which states of matter they form? And that's it. Hopefully now you can sort and describe materials into solids, liquids and gases, and you can describe some of the properties of solids, liquids and gases. Have a look around your home. How many examples can you find of each? And that's it. I hope you're all keeping well and enjoying the work that's being set for you, but not working too hard, I hope. I'll see you soon. Bye.